Blimey. What's up guys, this is Shams11 and welcome to the Enigmatis to the Mists of Ravenwood. And before we begin, a huge thank you to my old buddy Lucas from developers Artifex Mundi for allowing me to bring you this video. Okay, so set 2 years on from the previous game, we have the latest game to hit the Xbox One from Artifex Mundi, the specialists in puzzle, object finding, mystery games on the Xbox One. Plenty of games on Steam, on PC available, all thankfully porting their way over. I have done a lot of these videos, a lot of reviews. In fact, they've got their own playlist. I think this is the 7th title to be released on Xbox One. So guys, if you have played one of those, you pretty much know what you're getting. For those that haven't, like I said, we have ourselves a bit of a mystery. And as always with the Artifex Mundi games, there's a fantastic little twist. Now this does follow on from the first game, as I say, but you can play it without having previously played the first one. It is its own story. There are references, there are a couple of familiar faces that will pop up, but I'm quite certain that if you haven't played the first one, you will still be able to appreciate and understand the story. So essentially we have to find objects hidden within the world. Various objects will help us progress through to the next stage, to the next stage, to the next stage, and so on. It's not quite that straightforward. Quite often you will pick up objects that you'll have no idea what to do with, and in fact it will turn out that you need them much later, or quite the opposite, you will have to go back several places to find out what to do. Achievements wise, all fairly straightforward. You do of course get the DLC as always with the game, quite a nice bit of DLC. It's a prequel and does explain quite nicely a few of the extra little things and how a couple of characters come to be. I'm trying to keep it spoiler free, so that's a pretty rubbish review. Gameplay wise, I did do this in one sitting, but I'll be honest with you, this one felt much more involved than previous Artifex Mundi games. I did this in about 4.5 hours on my first playthrough on normal. But I have played a lot of these and I do know what I'm looking for. The DLC took not very long at all, probably 45 minutes, and then the second playthrough to wrap up all the achievements I did in about 3 hours, I think, absolutely blasting it through because I knew what the puzzles were. There are of course guides online. Personally I don't need them. I wouldn't recommend them because it does kind of ruin it from the game. There are hint systems, and indeed if you cannot find the hidden items you're looking for, you can always just easily press down on the D-pad and you will play a pairs game instead. Fairly simple, a stack of cards all messed up, and you have to just basically match the two items together to clear the pairs, and that will count as an item found. So there's really no need to go online and find those guides, but like I say, they're there if you really want to blitz through this and get your full 1000G. There's only a couple of achievements that require any sort of hunting, but they're fairly straightforward. One is searching for certain objects, and one is searching for ethereal butterflies, which sound a lot more exciting than they are. They're just little butterflies. I have to say, having played all the other ones, this one really is quite a step up. There are thankfully some new challenges and puzzles. The chemistry set that has been in quite a few of these has pretty much gone. There is a chemistry section, but it's very straightforward and very brief. There are obviously quite a few that will, regular players of the Artifex Mundi games will recognise the puzzles, but there are plenty of new ones, like this little cog puzzle, which isn't too tricky, but is a difference, a change to nicely keep it fresh. I have to say, I am also finding the quality of the graphics and the cutscenes much better. The voice acting is far improved from the early games that were ported over to Xbox One. I like to think it's because as the games became more successful on PC, budgets went up, and obviously voice acting budgets got a little bit higher. This one has a nice amount of suspense. You may have seen my other ones. There was a little monkey that we had to give coins to, and he progressed the story. No monkey on this one, but there is a certain person, again trying to keep it spoiler free, who will progress the story, that we have to find these special tokens and give to. He will also give you plenty of clues and even some help along the way. plenty more animations than normal. Rather than just things magically opening, we actually get to see them open, which is nice. Again, a really small difference, but you know, one that does make the difference. I have to say, guys, as far as this kind of game goes, I thoroughly enjoy them, and Artifex Mundi are absolutely the top dogs. There's certainly no one else on Xbox One, and I can't imagine there will be anyone even close to replicating this kind of level of quality. Thankfully, there are plenty more of these available on PC, as I say, and I really do hope they continue to port over to Xbox One. I highly recommend, thoroughly enjoyed it. My favourite game of theirs so far. I hope this review has helped. If it has, please do leave me a little thumbs up or leave me a comment, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thanks ever so much for watching. Till next time.